Hey everybody, welcome to a late day start on a late fall day at the farm. Today we're going to do some farm work, but first let's do a 13-year review of our Kubota tractor. Okay, so what we have, this is our 2010 Kubota B2620 hydrostat tractor. Not as pretty as the day we brought it home from the local dealership, who has been quite good to us. Local guys, they take good care of us. We bought it with a 5-foot mid-mount deck and a 56-inch bucket, I think it is. I don't remember. And in 2010, I think we paid about $18,100 or $200, something like that in 2010. That was back when they had 5 years no interest. So we chose 60 easy payments. Paid it off in 2 years, 2.5 years, I think. Was it worth it? Yes. Every day I use it, it's been worth it. Seemed like a lot of money at the time, but man, I don't know what to do without it. We have a small acreage and it's a small tractor, but we do so much with it. Let's go over everything that's on it that I like and the handful of things that I don't. All right, let's check ye old hour meter. If you guys, we're gonna have to go around the other side, I think. It's about 3 o'clock, a few days before Thanksgiving. 1,734.8 hours. What's good about this tractor? So many things. Super efficient on fuel. Of course, it's early enough in its life before DEF fluid was the thing, so no emission stuff to worry about. Has the R4 tires. I don't know if that's a make or break. I've not been disappointed. The original rear tires, first set of replacement front tires. It overall has more than adequate power. 26 engine PTO, and I think it's 26 engine horsepower and 24 PTO horsepower. But it does a lot. Over the years, I have fabric cobbled a little cab to put on it. We use it for day-to-day cleanup chores around the farm. We also use it, oh, my phone. We use it for a lot of stuff that maybe a tractor this size wouldn't normally be used for. We cut, rake, and bale all of our square bales with this tractor. There's videos further back, maybe I'll link one up here, for you to look at of us doing just that with this very tractor. There's some caveats there. You got to buy the right equipment. We use a pull type sickle mower, a ground drive pull type rake, and an old square baler that's meant to be ran by low horsepower tractors, but can do it. You can do it with this tractor. We also run a 5-foot garden tiller with it. Does a good job. A single bottom 14-inch plow. On the occasion that we do plow our gardens, it does a pretty good job there. A couple of shortcomings with the plow. Mostly that this tractor is very light and it's short. So when you come out of your exit in the garden and it twists, you lose some traction because it's so short. It doesn't span that ditch that the plow makes very well. And with it being so light and R4 tires, it can lose some traction. But it does overall. We have really good soil. It plows very well. It is obviously in need of a new seat and a wash and a wax. It's got some issues right now. If you look down here at the mower deck, you can see it is covered in oil through no fault of the tractor or Kubota. I managed to wrap some grass up around the pilot shaft that goes from the engine back to the hydrostat, and it dribbles pretty constant. Very good anti-corrosion program. I've already bought the seal, like $10, but I just haven't taken the time to fix it. So that's not on Kubota, that's on this guy. I have unfortunately defeated the safety switches because at some point they went bad, and even with Kubota's help, we couldn't quite figure out what was going on there. but that's just been in the last couple years. So it's not so bad. And honestly, it's never been stored inside. So tractor stored inside out of the weather, that probably wouldn't be a problem. They're super dependable tractors. The shortcomings, the list isn't long. Mostly it's things that I would change. First and foremost, this is a pin-on bucket. We bought this in 2010 before the skid steer plates were so popular. I thought about it then, but it's like, you know, it's not that big a thing. Well, now it's everywhere. And I wish I had the skid steer attachment and a third function remote on the front. I know that I'd lose a little lift capacity, but the ease of changing implements would make up for it, I think. And the second biggest thing is the lack of any rear remotes. They were an option that I did not pay for. And they put this tractor together for me out of a crate. Told them what I wanted, they ordered it and put it together. So again, shortcoming on my part, not thinking long-term enough. So if you buy a tractor, especially if you're buying a new tractor, skid steer plate, third function remote on the front, and get one set of rear remotes, at least two if you can. You won't regret it. Over the life of the tractor, it's a pretty low expense. It really have no idea what I've spent on it to maintain it. I change the fluids regularly, the filters regularly. I buy Kubota filters. They're just as inexpensive through our dealer as cheap stuff off the internet. And they're 10 miles, 12 miles away. I can walk in, tell them what I want. They fix me up. In and out, it's right there. And I have help if I need it. I can walk in there and be like, tell me what's the matter. Tell me what I need to do. And they'll be like, well, it's probably this and this and this. It's worth shopping local when you're doing stuff like this, you know? So, would we spend the money again? Yes, very much yes. I don't know right now if Kubota has a tractor that I would want to buy off the lot. Maybe order. We would probably lean towards a different brand, but that's a discussion around the time right now. But it's a good tractor. You won't regret having a decent tractor, even a small tractor like this. I would say buy as much tractor as you can buy. I should have went up to the 30 horse to get just a little bit more weight, just a little bit more power. Probably wouldn't have really changed how I used it. I think it just would have been a handy addition. I've never felt like I was completely out of power with this thing. If you guys have followed along, you've seen that we've been pushing this pond closed, all the stuff we do with it. I put pallet forks on the bucket. I use it as a workbench. I move materials with it, and just, it's super handy. It doesn't weigh hardly anything, which can be a detraction, but it's also nice when you want to stick it in a trailer and you don't need a heavy duty trailer. Go buy a tractor. Go buy a Kubota tractor. You know, this tractor has been so good to us. If you get half of the satisfaction out of yours, I think you'd be happy. You know, they are so handy to have if you've got any kind of land. We only got about 6 acres here, but it cut this very hayfield, and it raked this hayfield, and it bales this hayfield, and it sets those posts, you know, with an auger. It'll push those posts in the ground when the ground is reasonably soft. It pushes the dirt for my pond project to be closed up in my gardening project. It pushes out trees. It's kind of a jack of all trades. It's a good jack of all trades. It's probably a master of none. It's that old saying, jack of all trades, master of none. But it does a really good job on enough of them that I wouldn't trade it for love nor money. Hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button. Come back for more. Thanks for watching.